Coming up, as the demand for electric vehicles grows, automakers are announcing big investment plans. Toyota says it wants to spend more than $3 billion over the next decade on electric vehicle batteries. Is Indiana positioned to grab a share of the expected big investment in jobs in the EV market? And if so, how big could it be? Energy Systems Network CEO Paul Mitchell will have some answers. And Salesforce helping the Indiana Bureau of Motor Vehicles go high-tech. Learn how advances in digital technology could change your next interaction at the BMV. Plus,
I'm Mary Rachel Redmond, still hunting for the perfect Halloween ensemble. With that wow factor, look no further than the Vintage Gypsy. You can shop one of the top vintage clothing stores in the U.S. right here in Indianapolis. More on my Jacqueline Kennedy-esque pillbox hat, fur, and dress coming up.
Details on those stories and much more ahead on this edition of Inside Indiana Business. Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. Well, this week, Toyota announced it will invest about $3.4 billion in automotive batteries in the U.S. over the next decade, including plans for a $1.3 billion plant employing more than 1,700 workers. Could Indiana's manufacturing reputation and history in the electric vehicle space signal automakers like Toyota that the state is ripe for investment? What's at stake if the answer is no? For some answers, I'm pleased to welcome back to the show Energy Systems Network CEO Paul Mitchell, who is joining us from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the Indy Autonomous Challenge powered by Cisco. Paul, thanks for joining us.
Glad to be back.
Okay, Toyota made headlines this week with big plans, $3+ billion over a decade, a $1.3 billion electric vehicle battery plant. Can Indiana compete? Can Indiana get this investment?
Absolutely. The EV industry is surging. We're going to reach 6 million, almost 6 million EVs sold worldwide. Just in the U.S. alone, demand is up 200% in the second quarter of this year. So automakers, including Toyota, realize they got to start building batteries to keep up with this demand for EVs. And as Toyota stated, they're looking to put those factories in locations that are close to where they have assembly plants. And of course, we know we've got a long history of assembling Toyotas here in Indiana. So I think we've got as good a shot as any state in winning this. And certainly this won't be our only opportunity. More and more of these kinds of battery production facilities are going to be announced, and Indiana's going to be right there in the middle of it, competing for these jobs. Yeah,
you mentioned Toyota. I know plans for an electrified version, Lexus and a Toyota model being built down in Princeton. But back to your point, this isn't the only bite at the apple. This is here to stay. All of the automakers essentially are saying, hey, we've got to invest big time in electric vehicle batteries. And how is Indiana positioned to take advantage of it?
Well, and just it's not just EVs, it's not just it's automakers. I mean, batteries are being used in grid storage with renewable energy and IoT devices, even life sciences. So Indiana's rich history in battery technology, where we developed some of the first lead acid batteries, we developed the powertrain and the battery system for the first GM EV1. And today we have assets like the Battery Innovation Center that's working with hundreds of companies from around the world to accelerate innovation in the battery space, as well as our research universities, Purdue, Notre Dame, and others. I think we're well positioned, and we've got a tremendous workforce that knows how to build advanced electronics.
Yeah, Stellantis in Kokomo, that recent announcement, several $100 million of investment, transmissions directly related, again, to electric vehicles, right?
I think all of the OEMs in Indiana, whether it's Toyota, Honda, Subaru, Stellantis, even GM, and then those who aren't here yet, you're going to see investments that have that show this transition that they're making toward electrification. And again, we're talking about batteries today, but it's not just batteries; it's the entire ecosystem. It's the supply chain. It's the components. All of them have to be modernized to support this EV industry.
A lot of people in the auto industry are watching this broadcast, a lot of families, parents as well, as they look to the future for jobs. How rich in terms of jobs, the jobs of the future, is this marketplace?
There's a lot of jobs involved in this. And I think one of the important things is in the battery space in particular, we are seeing that the bulk of these large battery production facilities are locating in markets where the vehicles are being sold. So I don't think we have to worry as much about all the batteries being built, say, in China or in Asia and them shipping them over here. That is something that's important for workers in the U.S. to understand. And the state is investing in this, right? The state has created this electric vehicle product commission that's going to be looking at what do we need to do to train our workers, to add regulations that make this industry thrive in Indiana. So it's going to have to be a collaborative group effort. But I think people that work in the automotive industry are going to be able to continue to have well-paying, long-term jobs as we transition to EVs.
Paul, as we wrap up, I mentioned you're at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Indy Autonomous Challenge, presented by Cisco. It's somewhat of a related story because this is all about innovation, driverless vehicles, the future of the automotive sector. How important is this for Indiana's stature, if you will, in the global automotive market?
Well, the entire world is watching this competition. I mean, we have 9 teams representing 21 universities from 9 countries. We've got media here from around the world that are coming to see something that nobody's ever seen, which is fully autonomous race cars running at 100 miles plus around the most famous racetrack in the world. So it's going to get a lot of attention. The challenge for us and for the state will be, how do we capture the momentum of this and turn it into some long-term economic wins for our state? And that's something I'm committed to, certainly myself and most of the people involved in this effort.
Paul Mitchell, the CEO of the Energy Systems Network, some great perspective on electric vehicles, batteries, the future here in Indiana. Paul, as always, thanks for joining us.